Welcome back, everybody. Grand Tactician, Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 15 for Federal Spring of 61 campaign in version 1.12. So, no new viewer units to add in this episode, so we're going to go straight into the recap here. So, last episode, we did see the battles of Palestine, Texas, down over here with our 6th Corps facing off against Benning's Corps of the Army Transmiss, and the second battle of Dallas with our 5th Corps seeing off Hardee's Corps of the Army to the Southwest. Now, still more rebel forces in the area. We still have the Army of Texas to contend with. That's it, just the Army of Texas and their 1 Corps. So they're all retreating this way right now. Looks like they're making for, Benning's Corps is making for Fort Belknap, which 7th Corps is on its way to right now. 6th Corps, I did have to retreat all the way to San Antonio as we burnt down the supply depot in Austin as we had no need for it anymore. And luckily 7th Corps was still in San Antonio, so that depot is still there. So 6th is on its way there now. Once it's fully refit, we'll be moving them back over to Beaumont. We are starting to engage the fortifications over here around New Orleans. Still don't have enough of a level to start landing Marines yet. I can keep him barring the forts until he levels up. That's fine. Over here on the Maryland-Virginia line, haven't seen a change of anything in the last month. Still have a ton of rebel forces in the area. If they actually do outnumber us, if they actually sent everybody in at one location at one time, I might have a rough go with things. But as it is, they're not coordinating their efforts. So 3rd and 4th Corps have been holding their own independently. In last episode, we did see Kentucky secede to the Confederacy finally. Even though I'd abandoned the state at the beginning of the campaign, they finally made moves on taking it. Florida State militias in the area, heading towards Louisville, it looks like. Or it might be coming up here in Indiana. If they do, we'll go intercept them. We have the Army of Tennessee right across the river in Covington, but they only have 8,500 men against 1st Corps, almost 20,000, so it's not a force I'm worried about. If they sit there, I'll just let them stay. And over here in Missouri, the rebels are finally starting to take moves. They've finally taken St. Joseph. I'm not sure if they're going to be moving on St. Louis. Missouri State Guard does not look to be moving. They've been camped out here at Franklin ever since the beginning of the campaign and have still not taken St. Louis. So they could take it now and they'll flip the state to the Confederacy, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe the Western Army is heading towards our 2nd Corps, but I'm not sure. They have 20,000 men here and another roughly 9,000 men here, so they'd have to combine up to even come close to our strength of 2nd Corps. I really don't see that happening. All right, I think that covers it for the recap, so we're going to move into the historical record next. So once again, just as a reminder, these videos are chaptered, so you can jump around to whichever part of the video you'd like to see. A letter from Sergeant Nathan Neymar, Blackhoof Cavalry. Dear Father, made it through another battle. Met the Confederate Army under Lieutenant General Robert Drabeau at Palestine, Texas. Major General Grant sent our cavalry division to our right flank to stop the enemy from breaking our own flank. Could not help but laugh when an aide who came to deliver orders to Colonel Ritter charged to our front had to fight his bucking horse because some snipers trying to hit him. Apparently the horse thought he was in a bee's nest. We got him under control, but the bucking around made him a hard target to hit. We then did charge to our front into a brigade of Southern boys. Took some casualties from a volley before we got to them, but we then broke them, then charged an artillery battery too to disrupt them also. Our corps is now underway in chasing the enemy to finish the job. Wish us luck. Bye for now. Your son, Sergeant Nathan Neymar. Letter from Corporal Billy Bremer, Echo Troop, Yorkshire Yeomanry, to his father. Hi up, Da. Finally got back into the fight at a place called Palestine, Texas on July 1st with a beautiful flank charge that utterly routed them. Johnny Reb sure doesn't like the bite of our Wilkinson sabers. God knows what sort of shoddy steel they make their blades from, but it sure isn't from Sheffield. Went through them like they were Wensleydale cheese. Got some nice boots and a cut down shotgun which should be most useful as a souvenir. To make you laugh, One of the rebel brigades we carved up was commanded by a Baldwin. So next time you see Arthur, Jason, and Carl Baldwin in the pub, take the mickey a bit and tell Jason and Carl to sign up for the reinforcement company. They will love it out here. After the battle, Alcero, General Grumpy Grandpa, came to our camp with a wagon of beef and whiskey. He sat around the campfire with us and had a drink. Hunter disgraced himself and peed on Colonel Carr's boot, which the General found most amusing. Colonel Carr laughed too, but from the look on his face, there's going to be a lot of latrine digging and double-night sentry duties in my foreseeable future. Oh well, it was worth it. Love to all, Billy. Okay, I like the end of that one. I'm going to say it. I like the end of that one. If I was in there, I would have found that funny at the Colonel's expense. Did have a similar story happen to me many moons ago, but that's a tale for another time. A letter from Sergeant Jerome T. West, 3rd Company, 5th New York Volunteer Infantry, dated 27th of June, 1862. Dear Marion, been in our 2nd battle now. Skirmishers did a good job just before dark on June 25th. Just shortly after 5:30 a.m. when we engaged the rebel units to our front. Shot out 3 artillery batteries and 1 infantry brigade to our front. It seemed the rebels just didn't want to fight us. It was at the center of the enemy line with the Royal Black Watch to our left. John Grant rode up and down the line. We cheered him again and again. The enemy routed and withdrew from our front, and now we were pursuing him to get to the west. Rumor has it we are going to Waco. Food and supplies are getting short, and the rebels are no place in sight. Marion, I miss you each and every day. Your loving fiancé, Jerome T. West. From the diary of Captain Franklin Malone, Company B, 2nd Regiment, 50th Hour River Boys. 30 June 1862. Mood of civilians in the city of Dallas seems to still be low after the rebel relief army was repelled a few days ago. As Lieutenant Victor and myself were buying a few bottles of whiskey, a few men walked in, looked at us and laughed before one said there was another army coming, throw you Yanks out of our city. Victor stopped me from starting a fight, but I did get the last word in as he started to push me to the door. The look on their faces when I said that army was running into our fresh 6th Corps. 1st of July, 1862. Word came in that the 6th Corps routed the Rebs, but it looks like the rebel army is falling back trying to make Austin. To cut us off from Austin, our supply situation will become untenable since there are rebel raiders on roads coming from Houston. Let's hope 6th Corps is hot on those rebels' heels. 5th of July, 1862. This morning, the civilians in Dallas were cheering and celebrating at the news of Kentucky joining the rebellion. That's a blow to our morale of the boys. What is worse for us is the letters from home saying that there's a rebel army getting the march north into Iowa from Missouri. I can only pray that the 2nd Corps starts to push back into Missouri. 18 July, 1862. There are rumors that the Rebs formed a new army to support the already bloody army that we've been fighting since San Antonio. Looks like we'll be fighting in a day or two. Let's just hope the boys can hold the line. 19 July, 1862. Spent most of the high afternoon and early evening marching. Word of where the Rebs were marching on a few miles north of Dallas. With 6th Corps not even close to Dallas, looks like we're on our own for this fight. I pray tomorrow isn't as hot as it was today. 20 July, 1862. It was a hotter afternoon than yesterday when we started to get our orders. Taking up positions cutting across this road with a stone wall and wooden fence. The rest of the way to some woods. Joe and Grandpa sent us to the right flank near the woods with orders to hold. It was around 4 in the afternoon when we finished building some breastworks to give us some cover since our position near the woods didn't have any cover. Colonel Ricketts placed Company B on the extreme right of the line. I could look to my left and see down the line to the road. If I look over to my right, I see open field. Captain Johnson wants to take at least 20 men on the right and refuse our right, even with the cavalry in the woods behind us. It was about 10 till 7 in the evening when we could hear the sound of our batteries opening up along with yelling from our left that the Rebs had been sighted. It was 7:30 when that we could see what looked like 2 brigades and some rebel guns coming up. Not long after sighting the Rebs, the 1st Maine Engineers took up positions on our right along the wood line, and the cavalry started to move further to our right. It wasn't long when the lone rebel brigade started to make its push on our lines, what looked like near to the stone wall. With what daylight was left, we could see what looked like our cavalry taking up the Rebs left and behind them. I guess the rebels, not keen on having our cavalry outflanking them, they started to move at least 4 brigades to push our cavalry off. The rider came close to 8 in the evening with orders to push out and support the cavalry and start to close the jaws shut on those Rebs. Captain Johnson and myself were not too keen on attacking with not much daylight left, Orders are orders. As we started our march across open field, we could make out at least 2 brigades, maybe more coming our way. It was about 10 after 8 when the order to halt and fire was given. It was hard to see what we were firing at, but I could see at least 3 regimental colors trying to rally to return fire. What seemed like all night, but it was only about half an hour, those rebel brigades broke and started the run. I don't know if it was General Grumpa or General Haig's orders, but where we were ordered to push on the rebel lines in order to roll them up. It was a little past 9:15 when the boys started to cheer at the cavalry charging the revs. Took everything we had to keep the boys from trying to join in with them on their charge. It was after 9 when the sound of firing stopped, with it becoming too hard to see more than 20 steps in front of us. We were going to set up camp and get some rest for tomorrow's fighting. I'm damn proud of the boys this night. With the head count we've got, lucky so far. Not a single man has been killed. We have about 27 wounded. Still a bit of fight if the revs are still here in the morning. 21 July 1862. I was woken close to 5 in the morning with a messenger from Colonel Ricketts. Looked like the Rebs cut and run overnight or early this morning. I'd be lying if I said I was sad that the Rebs ran, but I'm happy they did. We spent all day in this cursed heat combing the battlefield for any wounded and our dead. It wasn't until 3:30 when orders came in that we were to march back to Dallas. Alright, like I keep saying, I am absolutely loving all of these backstories you guys have been sending in. Like I said, I really got a good kick out of that one for the Yorkshire Yeomanry. That was a good one. Alright, I think we got everything covered for now. I mean, honestly, this diary from the 50th hour does a better recap than I do, honestly. We're going to get this map rolling, and we'll be back with our next incident, which more than likely will probably be a fight up here in the Maryland-Virginia line, because they've rested up for about a month, so I'll be back. Oh, it's almost like I'm a fortune teller. Now July 28th. We'll move the game 2 days on since the intro. So Jackson's Corps Army of Virginia and Ruggles Corps Army of Virginia are attacking our 3rd Corps 2nd Army in Washington, D.C. They are under command of Henry R. Jackson. Of course, that's like mediocre. Not a good officer in the least, but to be honest. They bring in 31,617 infantry, 2,700 cavalry, 9 guns. To our 56,246 infantry, 7,200 cavalry, and 101 guns. Which would be if we had both corps on the field. We only have 3rd Corps off the bat, so we're going to have 31,943 effectives and 56 guns. So almost an even on match, almost. So definitely know I'm taking this one, so I'll see you all on the other side of the load screen. Welcome everybody to the 10th Battle of Washington, D.C. 10th Battle, that is right. So as you can see, I'm already set up in a defensive position here, as the rebels are only entering from one location on the map, and that is right here along Milkhouse Ford Road. Now, I have held off on placing fighting positions here, as if I do place entrenchments or breastworks here, the AI is automatically going to try and come down this way and cross at these points down here. So, I'm not building any breastworks. The men are all lined up in the woods, so they do have cover. I do have the 9th Infantry Division covering this crossing point here. 10th in the center. And 11th to its left, each with 1 brigade in reserve. I'm leaving the engineers back here along this fence line, just in case they do really attempt to make a cut down this way. But I'm sending the Death Hussars and their Sharps carbines to overwatch this ford here, just in case they try to start sending men this way. They do have 2 corps on the field. Are they both on the field? Yeah, they're both on the field. So 1 corps may try to settle down this way, and the cavalry will give me enough of a heads up onto what they're getting up to. I should cover it, so I will be back once we have contact with the rebels. Alright, it's now 6:30 in the morning, and we do have rebel cavalry moving on Argyle Mill. Actually, by the dust trails, they got majority of their army headed down that way. So I actually made the decision to start pushing forward across the stream here, and the rebels have reacted to that. 9th Infantry is already across. Going to make their way up the hill here to get over in this direction. I need to get my orders to the artillery to not move now. May need them up closer. Come over this way. Oh yeah, I don't like the fact because these guys were all marching along here. Looks like they turned them around. Let's see if we can get them to try and force across on us. I've also ordered the 11th Division to start moving down this way to support the cavalry, though I should probably... Yeah, I should hold back here. Honestly. I'm going to shift your orders to hang out here. I don't believe that. Bring you back here by the engineers. So the whole reason I started pushing across is I just did not want this to be an all-day affair. As this one battle will probably be it for this episode, as the beta release for Ultimate General Revolution is out today, and I want to try and get a live stream of that in this evening as a first look. Would be yesterday for anybody who's watching this video. And also, I think I've been forgetting to mention my battle brews the last couple of videos. Slide on my part right there. Today's battle brew is Toki Japanese whiskey. It's a new one on me. Not really digging the aroma coming off of it. Not so sure about this one, to be honest. Looks like they might have only sent the one division to confront us. Let's see here. Screaming Eagles come to fence here. Along with the Gray Death. Churchill's Iron, come over here to this hillside. We're going to go sit on this division's flank and then push our way across. We already had a minor victory, so the morale's not... I didn't even look at the morale again. All right, it's at 53. It'll take a little bit to break them, but... See, by looking at, what is it, Surprise Brigade? Yeah, he's only got 650 men. This army's beat up. And what the hell is going on here with the sprites? What the... Artillery's still moving up. We're looking at the crossing. Have they tried forcing it? Wow, these guys got down here fast. What, cavalry? This is not going to be healthy for you boys, so let's get out of loose order. Get mounted up and we're going to get the hell out of there. They can hold for a little while, but they force across. We're not holding them. Get over here, buddy. Engineers, please. Let's push you in closer. I want you to engage in all of this over here. And Nagel's wounded. Commander. That's Withdrawal's brigade. I gotta change the name of that. Because my attempt to lock this brigade in place just did not work. Shouldn't take us too long to see off Fry's brigade here either. Man, I'm just not getting a taste for this whiskey. I don't know. A little bit of a spiciness that I'm not really liking. They're following the cavalry. As soon as I started moving, they started coming across. Maybe I should have held them there a little longer. At least one of my batteries is firing. There goes one brigade. Finish off that battery, please, so I can turn you on to the rear of this other brigade. Oh yeah, they're still pushing across, so I might be able to move the 9th Division up on their rears as they are pushing in. There goes that battery. Bootleggers, I don't need you over here anymore, so come back this way, please. Why would you go that way and not use the road? Use the road, damn it. There you go, turn your flanks and rear. No matter which direction you face, you are screwed. There they go. I'm not worried about this detachment as they're going to rejoin this brigade and rat off. That's one division down. Alright, Iron Brigade, join the bootleggers and start moving back this way, please. You boys are still down this way, good. Got seal off Fry. Now I can safely move this division around on the rear of the other corps. The cavalry came in ahead of my infantry. Okay. LeChucky, go engage them, please. Picture them between you and the engineers. Actually, between them and the Death Hussars. Hussars. Oh, why is the charge icon stuck on? I hate that glitch. It's always seen the last of it. LeChucky, double time, please. Cavalry's going to need a hand here. About even on, I think, in numbers. Oh. Oh, they're dismounting. I'll make it easier. Go get them, Hussars. It seemed like we closed in hand to hand. Here we go. I hate that. I hate when that happens. They look like they're fighting. Oh, they're broken. Couldn't even tell they were fighting. I hate when that happens. Right, pull back. Infantry's on its way. Got to get the hell out. Damn it. Oh, stop chasing. I told you boys to retreat back. Go the other way. Come on. All right, things seem to be glitching out a little bit, and I am not happy. Let's just shift your position over here now. Should be fine until the other division arrives. You guys still chasing Fry? Really? Oh, there's some more boars back this way. Oh, screw this. Go clear them out. Bayonets, boys. Let's go. Can't believe they're still chasing these guys. That's ridiculous. Okay, I'll get dismounted. Engineers, come up on their right, please. Move up online. All right, there they go. You guys back at long range. Finally, Fry's broken. Why are you boys not moving yet? Oh, Corps Commander's back by the ford still. That's why. Guys down the road here. Man, broke that horse artillery. You guys are in loose order, right? Yeah. Bootleggers, I need you at the double time, please. Chuck's been drawn into a hand-to-hand. Clayburn looks like he's getting ready to break. Turn and face him. What the hell are you boys doing? Good job, Noel Chucky. A few more off to our righty, so turn and face. Oh, if you could force these boys to surrender, I'd be very grateful to you. Finally move and let's go. Oh, now they got cavalry blocking them. They just sent a bunch of people back to stop us. This is actually a good thing. They're slowly feeding units back down this road to block this division. That's a good thing. Well, it looks like they've reformed down here. Head back down and re-engage those boys. SARs are taking a bit of a beating here, but they should be doing out better than they are taking. Bootlegger is up here on Jones's flank, please. Sure, this is coming right down the road. And I can't give these guys advance orders because they fall directly under the Corps Commander. He's still back here. He's not close enough to give those advance orders. Here, Dunavon off, please. There's Reynolds. Good job, Hussars. You were definitely holding it. I really should have helped the cavalry down at the crossing longer than I did. They're about to go away anyway. They are done. These guys are just like laying down, not really returning fire at this point. So we're just laying out the casualties without really taking anything in return. Yep, looks like the withdrawal order just went out. Yep, there they go. Did a lot of damage, but still going to come up short of that major victory. You got a lot of meat to chew through to get there. We'll let them go. We've had enough major victories. There it is. X20 on this and let this fly along. Bootleggers, get back here. Don't have to chase them that far. All right. I'm going to say it was not one of my best battle plans in the world. But once I started moving both those corps from my front, I really felt I had to go lock them down and wasn't really able to. It is what it is. No battle plans go the way you want them. So we lost 1,770 of our 56,235 infantry, 388 of our 7,200 cavalry, 0 of 101 guns, total loss of 2,158 of our 65,015 men. We took down 6,000 of their 35,000 infantry, 550 of their 3,000 cavalry. They only had 10 guns. Done a lot of damage to all their batteries in the last few battles. Total loss of 7,000 of their 38,000 men. All right, we'll save this real fast and go through the paperwork. All right, Third Corps. Death Hussars did 1,055 to infantry, 145 to cavalry, 7 prisoners, 13 artillery, total of 1,220. I think they might have the Grumpy Seal of Approval for this battle. 1st Iowa Engineers did 240 to infantry. 9th Division, South Indiana Screaming Eagles did 178 to infantry, captured 120. 261 to cavalry for total 559. Churchill's Iron did 285 to infantry, 26 to cav, 48 to artillery for total 371. The Great Death did 453 to infantry, 135 taken prisoner, 80 to cavalry for total 668, division total 1,598. 11th Division, 2nd Brigade did 630 to infantry, 8 to artillery for total 638. Lincoln's Nolichucky Legion did 937 to infantry, captured 110, brigade total 1,047. 3rd Brigade did 720 to infantry, division total 2,405. 1,047 against... Nope. Looks like Death Hussars is going to beat them out. 10th Division, Wincoop's Brigade did 574 to infantry, 10 artillery for total 584. Iron Brigade did 75 to infantry, and East Kentucky Bootleggers did not get into the fight. So they tried at the end. They were chasing after them pretty good. And 3rd Artillery Division did a total of 33. So, all right, officer-wise, I believe we only lost to one officer ourselves, and that was Nagel. Button. We got any of the rebel officers? Not looking like it. Yeah, not a single one of their officers this battle. That's a first. We just haven't had it happen in a while. Now we'll get closed out of here, and I'll see you all at the newspaper screen. Victory at Washington, with both Jackson's Corps and Ruggles Corps Army of Virginia retreating in panic. And it looks like once again they managed to blame a lowly lieutenant colonel for the loss. Ugh. The Yemen's reported suffered total casualties of 6,759 men. There are 774 killed and 1,438 captured. Our casualties totaled 2,158 men, with 244 killed, 325 missing, and the rest wounded. Captured 3,900 rifles and 4 guns from the field, and paroled 1,307 soldiers. Alright, we'll get this one rolled off. Like I said, I think it's going to be the only battle for this episode. We're just going to keep going until we hit August 1st. We're going to open up the next episode with the monthlies. 7th Corps is in position now, moving north towards Belknap. So Benning's Corps still recovering from that last fight. They've come through the hinterland here, so they shouldn't have any supplies. So taking them down should not be an issue. You know, it's showing them with 20,000 men. So they should have no supply whatsoever. So as soon as we're in the region, we'll build another supply depot here and then go besiege that force. I'm a little worried about up here, as I wanted the northern reaches of Texas cleared. Oh, they're building a supply depot just north of us. We're going to take them down next episode. Just force them away at least. No, we'll let them build it. We'll let them build it, to be honest. That's a free depot I'm not paying for. Beat them back and take their supplies. I do want the 5th Corps to be wintering in Marshall for a push on to Shreveport, Louisiana, come the 63 campaign start. I'll pause this here and I will be back. Alright, it's now July 30th, and I'm thinking we're going to end the episode right here before we cross over to 2 more days to August 1st, as Smith's Corps Army of Texas is now heading back towards Dallas, and they're going to have the Army Southwest supporting them if their morale is high enough. And over here, the rebels are actually pushing north into Illinois, and they are heading towards Springfield. Missouri State Guard is now behind 2nd Corps, but they did not stop to take St. Louis for some reason, which is boggling my mind. They should have stopped to take St. Louis, unless they were sending Stevenson's Corps to do that. So I'm going to be ordering 2nd Corps to take on the Missouri State Guard at the start of the next episode, but they only have 9,500 men. I don't think they'll stay and fight us, as we got over 31,000 men in the force that's going to face them. But like I said, we're going to end this episode here. Once again, if you're a new viewer, returning viewer, not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. Like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, state it's from, weapons, uniforms, officers. I'll oblige on all counts if possible. And as always, comments. Do keep them coming. I do try to answer everybody in a timely manner. And once again, with the short stories, guys, keep sending them in. I am absolutely loving them. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.